is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. Coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about a Sacramento Kings, a team that a lot of people are sleeping on right now. And I personally don't know why. But they've been winning games. De'Aaron Fox came back a couple games ago. And the Sacramento Kings right now are 10th in the Western Conference. They're 26-34. And people forget that they have an easy schedule down the road too, just like the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. We know they have a tough schedule to finish the season. Plus, they're coming off a 5-game losing streak, and they just won one against the Lakers, but they're 4-6 in their last 10. While we have the Pelicans at 6-4 after losing to the Lakers twice. But the Kings are 7-3 in their last 10. And they actually have the exact same record as the New Orleans Pelicans at 26-34. And they're not that far from the Grizzlies being 3 games back. And I think people forget that the Kings are a team that has talent. They have Buddy Hield, who can get you a bucket, who can get you 25 to 30 any game. Bogdanovich can get hot from 3, and they both fit well with De'Aaron Fox, who has come back and been slicing and dicing defenses and finishing. But he also has been closing games with the floater, with the mid-range game. And the mid-range is so important nowadays just because people give it to you. They concede it, and you just have to be able to knock down that floater and that pull-up jumper. And Fox has been able to do that, and that's how he's been eating in the NBA so far in his career, being able to take advantage of that in-between game and get high percentage shots in that area. But one thing I like about the Kings are they could have gave up, they could have quit, they could have just said, because they had off to a bad start. They had the injuries. Bagley goes down, Fox goes down, and it looks like this season is going to be a waste. It looks like this season they're not even going to be in contention. And then right now they're right in the thick of it with a chance to still make it to the playoffs. And they locked in. They got healthy at the right time. The Memphis Grizzlies made it a lot more easier to get back in, losing those 5 straight games, getting their records closer to these other teams to where, like I said, they're only 3 games back. And now you have a chance where if you can continue to defend and knock down your threes and close games as close, because the only big problem with the Kings is they have a chance to blow a lot of these games. They get up in the last 5 minutes and they just struggle to take care of the ball and make the right decisions, and that could possibly lead to losses as they play against better teams down this stretch. They could blow those type of games, and we've even seen the Pelicans be up in the Laker game, and they continue to find ways to not defend, not to protect the paint, not get steals, and next thing you know, the Lakers is going bucket for bucket, and next you know LeBron gets hot, and then they just can't score, and they can't get a stop. And that's the Achilles heels of the Pelicans is they like to get up and down, but they don't like to defend. And you have to be able to do that if you want to win in the league. Because if you're going to get up and down, you're going to concede easy baskets too, just because you're not going to be fully set on the other side of the court, allowing your opponent team to get an easy bucket if you don't defend and get back. So the Pelicans have a dilemma where they got to figure out a way to balance offense and defense, even though they don't have the greatest defensive players. That's what they're going to need to have if they want to become a serious contender with Zion Williamson as their best player, because Zion is not known as a defender himself, and he's not really known as a rim protector or a great steals guy either. So they're going to have to figure out a defensive end. But one thing I like about the Sacramento Kings is they know who they are. Bogdanovich knows what he is, and he knows what he can't do. Buddy Hield knows his strengths. De'Aaron Fox knows his game. Harrison Barnes knows his game. And Harry Giles knows his game. So when I'm watching these Kings game, even though they blew that Thunder game, which would have really helped them surpass the Pelicans because they should have won that game. They take shots and play their game, and that's something that the Pelicans get messed up too. Is they fumble the ball, or they take a lot of threes, or they can't knock down threes consistently. The Kings don't rely on the three unless it's Hill and Bogdanovich and sometimes Barnes. Sometimes, De'Aaron Fox can fall in love with the three, but he hasn't been doing that the last couple of games. And if that's the case, they're going to continue to get high to decent percentage shots. If they're getting to the paint and they're kicking out to guys like Bogdanovich and Hill who can make contested shots at a good clip, getting easy shots where you just got to set your feet and just get out rotate the ball with your jumper and it's going in. The Kings, I think we sleeping on this team, and that's why I make this video. Like, hey, the Pelicans getting a lot of hype. They're getting a lot of credit because Zion is playing well. He's averaging 24 points a game, and he does deserve the credit to do that because that's hard to do in any league, especially when you're 19 years old, and you're a rookie. But you still have to win games to make it to the playoffs. And the Pelicans, their record is not that good, but they still do have that chance just because the records that the Grizzlies, without Jaren Jackson and without Brandon Clark in their lineup too, can really make things ugly and make it things real hard for the Grizzlies to go out there and win these games to lock up this playoff spot. I think we forget that the Sacramento Kings is right there, that they can come in right there and just steal this or go on a 5 to 6 game win streak, win 3 in a row is all they got to do now because they won 2 in a row already, which people didn't know probably, but that 3 game win streak can put them above the Pelicans and put them right there with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then it's just about who wants it more, who's going to elevate that game to the level that they need to win the games that they have to get to that 8th spot and lock it up. Because you coming into this season, you think that a team like the Sacramento Kings are supposed to make the playoffs. They made acquisitions, getting Trevor Ariza, Bazemore, and all these guys that can shoot the ball and give them versatility and give them depth. And they increased their lineup for what they had last year, where they was a team that was borderline on the playoff spot. They was right in the thick of it last year, and they could have won, but then they flopped and they really blew it last year, and they ended up, egging out of it, and then they didn't make it. But this year they had higher expectations. You get Fox coming back better, Buddy Hill coming back better, Bogdanovich coming back better. You have a deeper roster than you have last year coming into the season. You have a new coach in Luke Walton who has shown that he can be a solid coach in the league, and they get off to a bad start because of injuries, but then they come back with Buddy Hill going on a rampage, and then they take the AFC for about a week or a couple of days, and then they just fall apart when Fox and them try to make a comeback, and next thing you know, they in the situation that they in now. But the thing about the Kings, like I said at the end of the video, is they're still right there. They still do have the opportunity. Like I said, they still have the exact same record as the Pelicans. They have an easy schedule just like the Pelicans. And they do have guys like Hill, Bogdanovich, and Fox that can really carry a team, that can really score points, that can really take over games and get hot and even close games and be a big difference maker. So to me, it's just about who wants it more, who's going to elevate their game, who's going to play the most consistent basketball down the stretch. And I do think the Kings should be in that discussion to be able to make the playoffs. Like I say, even last year they was in that discussion. That's why they tried to upgrade the roster. The players didn't fit the way that they wanted them to fit, which was unfortunate just because you want to be able to make the playoffs in general, but they wasn't able to get the job done. And now they have another opportunity this year, and you don't want to be the same team with the same story, even though it still could happen, obviously. But I think that is interesting when I look at this roster. You look at Jabari Parker, Kent Bazemore, Corey Joseph being added to this team. They pick up Alex Lynn. They still are deep. They still do have Rashad Holmes coming back. They still do have Bielisa, who's a versatile guy. And you still do have your shooting guards and Harrison Barnes, who has not shaved because he wants to go 500 because he feels like this team should be 500 and they can really make a run at this thing and really get that spot, or at least be better than what they are right now by the end of the season, which is a good goal. And you want a veteran to set that type of attitude and that type of mentality that we are great, we are better, and we should be doing better, and we can still do that because the season is not over. We still have 20 plus games to go, and those 20 games could make a big difference. And if we do take it serious and we do have the right mentality to go out here and try to give our best for the last couple games, while we do have enough health and enough players ready to win, and we have no excuse that we can't win and beat the teams that we have to go up against because they do have an easy schedule, it clicks in your head that that's the mentality you should have. And if everybody else can get affected, which they seem because they've been winning more than the Pelicans, that's why they're able to make up the ground and tie records with them right now. This team, don't sleep on them. This team can play. This team can score. This team has weapons. This team has versatility. This team can go big, can go small, can go lanky. This team, don't sleep on them. Let me know what you think about the Sacramento Kings. Should we sleep on them? Are they going to make it? Could they make it? Is they in the discussion? Is I'm going crazy thinking that the Kings can still correct their season and still make it? Will the Grizzlies lock it up? Will the Pelicans lock it up? Who will get the eighth seed? That's what this video is. Who will get the eighth seed? Is it even a team like the Suns? Is it another team that's not? I'm not even bringing up right now. Whoever you feel like is going to lock up that AC, let me know in the comment section below. Like I usually say, if you're new to the channel, like the video. If you already liked it, thanks for the love and the support. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description and comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description and comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that liked on Facebook already. If you want to buy merchandise, my spread shirt will be in the comment section below, and it also will be in the description below. Click the link. You can buy merchandise and it can get shipped out to you. If you want to buy merchandise through my Facebook page, you can buy t-shirts and I can get the color and the logo that you want. You can change the color of the logo. You can change the color of the shirt, and you can pick which one you want, and you can tell me in the message and I can get it shipped out to you. Other than that, if you like basketball videos, I make basketball videos each and every day. So if you like the game of basketball, you love the game of basketball, and you need basketball every day, I got you covered because I make videos every single day and I love to do it. And they're just like this. And I also do breakdown players and teams and footage. If you want something different, I also cover summer league, the draft, free agency, trade deadline, everything basketball because I don't miss a day all year, just like I did last year. So if you love the game and you always want a video, I got you covered. So subscribe, Quinway Basketball Analysis. I'm going to let me know who you guys think gonna lock up that eighth seed in the next 20, 23, 24 games until the end of the season. Give me your prediction in the comment section below. I read every comment, so leave one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Quinway Basketball Analysis. I'm going.